You like that?
All right, so we're gonna call the July 17th, 2025 Town Manlius zoning board of appeals meeting to order. Again, we have the ability to join us online via Zoom. If everybody could rise and do the pledge. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, did everybody get a chance to review the minutes from last month? Any questions, comments, concerns? What was that? Okay. Please be sure to project so that the audience.
I'll make a motion.
Because this thing won't hear you. All right, you make the motion? Second.
I second the motion.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? All right. Can we get a motion to waive the public notice?
Make a motion. The reading is, I'll make a motion with public.
All right. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay. All right, we are now on agenda item number 4. This is for Market Board 8812 Port Orange Run, Shenango. And they are here for a 2.5 foot side yard setback variance. Can we get a motion to open the public hearing for this?
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All right. All right, are you? All right, you guys could come up or both and just explain to us what it is that you guys are looking to do.
So we're attempting to add on to our house, a garage and a single car garage and morning room. After 23 years in the Air Force, we've been in military housing, so we're actually trying to make the house our home and do some additions because we didn't want to do it with Ryan Homes based on the quality of work that they have. So we wanted to wait, do it on our own and find a good quality construction company to do it. So yeah, that's what we're trying to do. Oh, there on the back, there's a morning room, but that's not part of, we don't need the variance for that, just a single car garage. That's in the backyard, just doing a couple.
So the reason we want to put on the additional garage is we're expanding into our current garage that we're going to take over as a butler pantry. And we want to expand with the garage to still have that storage space.
Yeah, he's got it somewhere, sorry. Yes, ma'am.
It would be attached.
It is.
Warren? Yeah, get questions, Warren?
Yeah, I have a question. I don't see any dimensions on this. Looks like it's hand drawn on this survey.
That's what they told us to do.
Yeah, the
It's
architectural
approximately
drawings,
200 square feet
it's
for the morning room. But that, I thought the garage was the question in place.
Right, yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm saying, we're just,
Oh, I'm sorry.
we're just because they're not on the survey.
The garage?
right, as part of the permit, they told us just to hand draw it in where
Yeah.
we expect it, because it's not built yet, so I can't do a survey on something that's not
Yeah.
built.
I mean, we can provide you.
And in
additional-
the architectural drawings that are stamped, that does have the full dimensions there. I believe it's 14 feet wide by 20 feet long, if memory serves me right.
22.
22, there we go.
8.
Is it that, okay?
In the proposed resolutions, so we know, we should have, probably have that dimension. Because the width is what's critical to the side yard setback.
So here it says 14 by 22.
And this here, what is this?
That is the proposed morning room.
Yeah, that's cool. Room, and then
Which might not sort of this one, you know.
Yes,
Just the garage.
Yes, just the garage is what we're going into the easement area for. The morning room is well within our,
The room is gonna be the overhang of the roof, that's gonna be protruding out, so that's what I'm getting at.
On the sheet that you,
It says 22.
yeah, on the
That's my
bottom where it
mistake.
says 20-foot rear yard setback, shouldn't that say side?
That might just have been a typo on my part, because yes.
No, you have side. You do have it correctly. I'll just make you talk about my referral letter. See, if you're looking at it and it says rear, it should be side.
Yeah, that's what we were just
Yeah,
discussing.
the bottom of your letter, it says, so
On the, it says they are, so it does say the applicant is requesting a side yard setback, but then I did not change that from
Just for
side to
clarification.
rear. Right there, so it's side and then rear, but it is a side yard setback.
do you have any questions?
I do not have any questions.
Were you done with questions?
Yes.
Yeah, do we have anybody in the audience that has any questions? Do we have anybody online?
No, sir.
Have we received any correspondence?
No, sir.
Okay, you guys had a chance to talk to your neighbors,
Yes,
and did they, anybody object or?
No. I won't tell you the response.
The ones that left you with the fence?
No, the
I
one,
didn't care,
the one-
basically.
the one to the right, which is going to be where the garage is
Yeah.
going, she's like, why do I care? It's not on my property.
In full disclosure, it's a very, very nice neighborhood and you guys know I know everybody.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yes,
But yeah, it's, as long as you've not had any objections, it's important.
no, we have not, and we spoke to both, all the neighbors. She actually approached me, she's like, I got this letter today. It's like, yeah.
Do you have anything to say, sir?
Nope, all set.
All right, can we get a motion to close the public hearing?
Make a motion to close the hearing.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay. All right, so you guys can have a seat. What we're gonna do is our conversation, so the 5 questions that you answered in the application. What we're gonna do is, as a board, just go through, make sure we don't have any other questions, and then review those 5 questions. Anything else? Does anybody have any?
Is it gonna look like the house itself?
Absolutely, we're gonna keep everything, so
Sidings exactly match everything.
we're very adamant about that with the contractor.
Right for.
No,
No,
be cool, wouldn't it?
no.
You're going to be able
It's the house is perfect.
Yeah, that's right.
all right. Anything else from you, Claire?
No.
Eric? No. You guys are simple. All right, well, what we'll do is we're gonna go through the 5 questions. So, question number 1, or did you have anything?
No.
Okay, sorry. That made it. Whether the benefits sought by the applicant can be achieved by some other feasible method. Whether the variance will result in an undesirable change in the character of the neighborhood. Whether the requested variance is substantial. Whether the variance will have an adverse effect on physical or environmental conditions. whether the alleged difficulty was self-created.
Yes.
Can't say that. I tried.
All right.
Good.
We go.
All right. So, seeing that there. Let's make sure I don't mess up. Stand-in chair. Paragraph, I was for. All right. So ZBA, after taking into consideration the above 5 factors, finds that the benefit to the applicant does outweigh the detriment to the neighborhood or community. The ZBA further finds that a variance for, is it 12.5 feet? Or 2.5 feet. Is a minimum variance that should be granted in order to preserve and protect the character of the neighborhood and the health, safety, and welfare of the community. And then there is agreement that there's no significant impact on the environment, therefore I propose a type 2 action on secret, and no further review is required. Based upon that, would somebody like to make a motion to approve or deny the variance?
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to grant a side yard setback variance of 2.5 feet for Lori Fort. The property located at 8812 Quarter Horse Run, Chittenango, New York, 13037, tax map number 082.2-04-17.0. Variance being granted for the construction of a 14-foot by 22-foot garage.
And second. Second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tom
Thank you.
will be getting with you soon.
Perfect. Thank you.
You guys don't
Yeah, I
have
was
to
gonna
say.
say, you guys are free to go.
Thank you.
We'll say.
You don't wanna say
I know.
There's barbecue over there.
I know.
Yeah, we're about to go down actually.
Have a good night, guys.
Thank you, guys.
All right, next item on the agenda. All right, this is for David Best, 7761 McDermott Road, Manlius, New York, 13104. He needs 2 variances. Can we get a motion to
Waive the reading?
Yes, sir.
Make a motion to waive the reading. I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
I'll have the motion to waive the open hearing.
Open the public hearing? Yes. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. All right, sir.
Okay,
You could do the same as the prior folks and explain to us what it is you were looking to do.
we're looking to install a 10 by 16 storage shed, basically, in the back of the property. It's pre-constructed from Sheds USA, I forget the name of the place, it's in Chittenango, right on Route 5, thank you.
Yep.
It's been sitting there for a while, they've had it built for a while, and so we've just been waiting for this.
It's been calling your name.
Huh?
It's been calling your name.
Yes, it has. No, they understood that we had to do this, so. Yeah, so what we're trying to do is put it at the back of the property. It's actually behind our pool. Any other location around the property either interferes with our leach field or with like a hilly area within the yard. So if we were to put it that's like the flattest spot in the yard where we'd like to put it. And of course, it maximizes our usable space around that area. Did talk to my neighbors, nobody had any complaints, they kind of said the same thing, like, it's your property, do with it what you want, but, yeah, so it's pretty straightforward. I'm not sure what else you would want me to elaborate on.
They're well built, Jim, so they're there.
Pardon?
They're well built.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious, yeah.
I have one person.
I do have to get a pad put down, a gravel pad, so we got that as well. Do you think the letter, if I could maybe jump ahead, I think the letter that, Tom, that you put out there said something about a 20-foot setback on the side. It's not gonna be, it's 10. That's what it said.
When we had talked, place the shed 5 feet off the back line and 10 feet off the side,
Yes, that's right. Yep.
which then equated to 35-foot rear yard setback and a
Yeah, it should say 10,
10.
right?
Which is, it is.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm
I
sorry.
think you were reading the required 20-foot side yard setback requirement.
Oh, okay.
Now, you said, closer to the, is it closer to the house that the leach field is?
Yes, the leach field's actually in front of the pool, so it's between the pool and the house. Yep.
Can you just pull that up so we can see it on a map?
Yes.
So it's between the house and the pool is the leach field.
Yes, that's correct. Yep.
Also explains why we need to be at that, this is a setback or a variance. Alright. There, any questions? Go.
Yes. I'm confused. If it was towards the pool more, there's no leach field there, right?
Correct. Right. There is a slight slope there. So if you come 5 feet off the back line and then 10 foot wide for the shed itself, now you're limiting how much space you have to come out with the mower and turn, right? Before you hit the hill. So you'd almost have to raise it up even more to bridge that gap. So again, that was kind of why we chose that location. It's the flattest spot. And the further back you put it, the better. But yeah, that was the reason there.
Did you have trouble putting in the pool because of that?
I have no idea. I didn't put it in the pool. That was there when I bought it.
Done with my questions.
Any of you else have one?
So this would be pad on this?
Yes. Gravel. Yep. That's what the shed place recommended.
I'll ask the question that Warren didn't ask that he always asks.
Oh,
What will
okay.
you be putting in the shed?
Lawnmower, lawn furniture, what else? The grill, yeah, well, we use the grill in the winter. We also would like to be able to put all the lawn stuff for Christmas, the reindeer and the Santas and all that stuff, which is consuming our crawl space under the house.
Understood.
So yeah, it's just nobody's living in there, that's for sure.
We always have to ask the question.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, that's what we're here for.
So no power.
You're not, yeah, I was saying.
No
You're not
power.
running power out to it and start
So
to
where's the power for where's the filter for your
The
pool?
filter for the pool is on the left front corner.
So that's exposed?
So that is exposed and that will be, it's actually the furthest away from where the shed will be,
Okay,
if that makes
and
sense.
it's gonna continue to be where it is, and you're not doing anything.
No. I just had to replace everything recently. We had a tree fall on it, break everything. Yeah,
So remember when your neighbor had their shed put up?
yes, we met that, yeah. Yeah, you can see it right there on the
I remember that.
property next to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not as ambitious to try to build my own, I'd rather just let them do it, be done with it.
It's easier.
Yeah.
Check's easier, but
Absolutely.
I got 2 of them on my area.
Any other questions? You guys have any questions? No. No correspondence, nobody online.
Negative.
May I get a motion to close the public hearing?
I'll make a motion to close the.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. All right, so we're gonna go through the 5 questions.
Mhm.
can the benefits sought by the applicant be achieved by some other feasible method? Could be by other places.
You have to say yes, when it's 2.5 feet.
Yes. You're a lot more.
Some mileage of the- suggesting 8 was.
So we're yes on that one?
Yes.
Alright. Number 2, will the variance result in an undesirable change in the character of the neighborhood? Is the requested variance substantial?
Yes.
Will the variance have an adverse effect on physical or environmental conditions? And was the alleged difficulty self-created? Yes.
Yes.
So, with that. Chairman, I'll make a motion. Hold on. That's gotta be my page.
Oh, you gotta get your favorite page, that's right.
All right, so the ZBA, after taking into consideration the above 5 factors, finds that the benefit to the applicant does not outweigh the detriment to the community because of the way that we answered those questions correctly. Okay. All right. The ZBA further finds the variance for,
Should be 35.
35 feet.
Yeah.
All right, 35 feet in the side yard setback variance of 10 feet is the minimum variance that should be granted in order to preserve and protect the character of the neighborhood and the health, safety, and welfare of the community. There's agreement that there is no significant impact on the environment, therefore I propose type 2 action on secret and no further review is required. Based upon that, would someone like to make a motion to approve or deny the variances?
Mr. Chairman, I'll make the motion to grant a rear yard setback variance 35 feet and side yard setback variance of 10 feet to David Best, property located 7761 McDermott Road, Manlius, New York 13104, tax map 104.04-20.1. The variance is being granted for the construction of a 10 by 16-foot shed.
Would someone like to second that motion?
I'll second the motion.
All in favor? None opposed. All right, congratulations, sir.
Thank
And
you.
Tom will be getting a hold of you real soon.
Okay. I'm just
We're
curious.
just gonna issue the permit and mail it out to you.
Oh,
That'll just be
okay.
my- You know what you're all set.
Oh, that's minor detail.
Yeah, that trip to Disney.
Yeah, okay. So I need that before I get anybody to deliver anything.
Yeah, you can start scheduling
Yeah, you
delivery
can
at this
also,
point.
oh, okay.
The shed itself has
Yeah.
reviewed,
Right.
I've done 100 of them, so this was the main factor for you.
All right. Thanks very much.
Yeah, just get it to you so that.
All right, I will.
All right, we'll
Okay,
do.
take care.
Have a good night. You too. On to agenda item number 6. So, Eric, what am I gonna ask you to do?
Make a motion to waive the reading. The public notice.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay.
Now I'll make a motion to open the public hearing.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? No, okay. All right, so next item on the agenda is for Joshua and Jacqueline, is that you, Lender?
Yeah.
5809 Tilton Road, East Syracuse, New York, 13057. And they are in need of a 12.5-foot side yard setback variance. Would one or both of you like to come up and explain what it is you're looking to do? Thank you for your patience.
Someone had to be last. My last name was always a Walt, so I was always last, so I get it. I made it name, but. So we installed, we installed a pool that, as you can see the red part, butted up to an old existing deck that it was above ground that they sunk into the ground, so when you walked out of our slider and the deck, you could then just go right to the pool from the house. That deck, although it's not existing anymore after we put the pool in, we realized the deck was from the 70s and it was no support in the ground, so we decided that wasn't safe. So what we're hoping to do is then extend the deck to go from one side of the pool and then wrap around to the side yard. And we wanted to go that way because it would take up less green space, and we have a dog and a 1-year-old, so we really wanted to save as much yard as we could for the dog to be able to use and as well as our child to be able to play in the grass currently. And then we were hoping as well, because the way it goes, we have the filter hidden, or we're hoping to have the filter hidden so that the filter is not easily accessible to our child and the dog and just with the electrical and everything, just so that it's safely where you can't really easily get to that except for an adult, really. So that is our goal, is to, I guess, extend the deck.
This also says rear yard setback. It should be a second.
I'm gonna get rid of every template I have. It's supposed to save me time, but,
You're not proving it, or?
I did say you time, just.
Okay.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Look at the header at the bottom too. All right. So, with that being said, Eric, questions, sir?
Nothing. Okay, cool, enjoy it. Oh, you guys have one, bro.
Yeah, okay, I looked at your name, I said to him when we came in, I was like, I'm pretty sure I went to school with his kids.
Kyle, you went to school with Kyle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then your wife,
Is Katie Raynard,
yes,
yes. She's due in 2.5 weeks.
oh, that's so exciting, congratulations.
Thanks. Yes, I've noted that, okay.
I say, and this is where our idea came from, is we had this growing up, when
Right.
they sunk the above ground pool in, so we could walk out from our house as well.
I think my son spent 9 days at your house.
Yes.
Do you have any questions, Claire, that don't involve Eric's up grandchild?
Get him now.
When I was visiting you to talk about this, you said something about trees being planted.
Yeah. Sorry.
You said the trees would be behind, or as you look at the front of your house, the trees would be on the right-hand side.
Yes, between the deck and the fence.
And you said something about cedar trees.
Yeah, but I misspoke, he then told me I was wrong.
We're gonna plant some emerald green arborvitaes, which are commonly misnamed cedars.
You have a nice fence, so deer can't get to them.
Yes,
Shoot those right now.
I'll be honest, we have been in the house for a couple of years now, we've not seen a single deer in our neighborhood. We actually lived in the city, saw deer
Every day.
5 times a day. If there are
There are,
mythical deer around here.
there's some
Yeah.
there, but they're,
Yeah. Yeah, no, we have a fully
they're
fenced
more on
yard.
Taylor and
Yeah, that,
down the hill.
So I'm looking at this survey and where it says wooden fence.
Yes.
According to this, the proper fence is not on your property.
no, that's the neighbor's fence.
So if the deck comes to where the red line is, right against, where would the trees go?
So we also have a fence, but the fence is not on
Right.
this survey.
We built the fence last year and it goes around the entire yard, connects, it goes out from
I
this.
saw that.
Right,
I
yeah.
wasn't sure what,
Yeah, so
Oh,
the,
fence, so it's gonna go between, sorry, the red line and like the black line.
so that
so
corner right
like-
there, we have a nice corner of arborvitae's.
It will be between the deck and our fence.
How much space is then between the deck and your?
We have about, what
There would be about
it?
3 feet-ish, between the deck, the end of
It's
the
gonna
deck and the
be-
fence.
What does that measure?
We have not.
this would, so I did all of my measurements off their plans again,
Like
because
about 3 feet.
unless we're doing,
So that's gonna answer my question in a second.
what was that? This is more for reference for you guys, the problem is when we get these and we have them, I'm still drawing, or they're drawing with a pen, and it's not
It didn't show up.
a survey. And I do the best to try and when we were discussing this and I sent them, we worked on this together, I sent them this. And this is kind of a representation of how the
Right, this is.
deck is going, but it really came back down to their plans of how we got those measurements.
I have,
Oh, dude.
I brought my copy too with color.
So,
It's about, it's.
so my question is kind of question I always ask, because I always think of emergency response. That if there was enough room with that, now that I hear it's 3 feet, I'm not as concerned, but
Although
I
this
always
is-
ask when you get close to the property line, that God forbid, the fire department had to come,
Mhm.
that they have enough room, they can get their, they get back and do what they need to do.
Yeah, and
I
then,
hate asking that question
no,
all the
that's
time, but
okay.
it's something to always keep in mind. And we've had them where, people come and they wanna do something right on that property line, then
Right.
you wanna allow for clearances, so if it's 3 feet, that's enough for people to get
well,
through.
and it's not, it's 3 feet from the fence, and then our fence is another, what, 2 feet from our
About 2
property
feet from the
line?
property line, too.
Yeah,
Enough for somebody to walk through.
yeah, because they could, he pushes the
I'll
mower,
have to
he
get-
mows
yeah.
between the 2 property lines,
Yeah.
so between our fence and the neighbor's fence.
And in that little corner, that triangle corner, is where we have the pool filter and the pump. So we have to get back there just for general
To get to that.
maintenance, so we'd have to get there, back there anyway, so we're not trying to cut it off.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm always that guy that asks that
Yeah.
question.
So I'd asked you about the trees in the back, were you planting anything in the back?
So-
Because your neighbor in the back, you can see right into their pool.
So-
You
Yeah.
can see right into
Yeah.
yours.
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
So,
Yeah, we just need
and then I
to.
asked you if this was for privacy outside.
it's more for,
You got work to do.
we felt like we were taking away some of the, I feel like the natural landscape with taking away the grass to make kind of, I guess, for me, give back to the environment and have the trees be part of the ecosystem.
When we moved in, there was not a single tree planted on the property. There was 3 red bushes and that was it. So all the trees that we currently have are the ones that we planted and we want to just continue to plant more. But we have to have the existing structures in place before we start planting some for
So
for that.
it just changes on here, it doesn't change that.
No, but I know that it's not right up against the property line, I think we know it's about 5 feet into the property line for starters.
The other,
And if they do the landscaping, my concern always is, they're elevated, right?
Mhm.
And they're so close to the neighbor.
Mhm.
But now they have their own fence that's protecting it and the neighbor fence, and if they have the trees, I think that,
see,
that might be appropriate.
my concern would be more so if it was like a solid structure versus a deck. Being that it's a deck, it's not like you're not putting a garage right up on the property. Right.
Right, Is the height of the deck,
Your pool overall is
It's,
how far off grade?
wait, the deck is not coming more than 30 inches off the ground.
We're treating their pool almost as though it's like an in-ground, so
Because of the amount of back there.
No, because we actually took an above ground and sunk it in 20 or so inches, so
I
it's
can
not,
show
it's,
you similarly, they have.
yeah, so it's not with the elevation, actually, we dug it down to
So the deck
Drop
that's
it in.
done is gonna be at the top level.
the pool, yeah, so it doesn't come above. The deck, yeah, I think when I measured it, it was just under 30 inches from the ground.
And then,
Yeah, it's not a shot, it's very,
Yeah, not
Did
very
you-
well.
Did you do that for privacy?
the deck,
No, sinking it.
sinking it, well, no, because so it already had that existing deck. So we thought if we were like, okay, if we came out our slider on this existing deck, then we could just go right to the pool and not have to go down to the ground or go up, so we did that and we had them sink it, so then it kind of
So-
matched.
with it
Load.
coming off that slider, are you gonna have, alarms
Alarms.
put on your door?
Yeah, alarms on both doors, the one that's out of the mudroom too, that doesn't have the deck, and then we also have, we're gonna put on the window.
If
All right, that's my
if you guys aren't familiar with them, this is what the semi-in-ground pools look like.
Yeah,
So what do they use as a buffer? Like stone there?
To support it, they did concrete and then cinder blocks into the support systems on all the way, like around it.
Do I have pictures of that?
I have it.
I was gonna say, I feel like if
I took a lot of pictures, I didn't know what you guys were gonna need.
I'm pretty sure I have pictures from when it was being
Oh, yeah,
installed.
that's perfect.
I would just stop sharing. If you guys wanted to see them, I could stop sharing.
If I was done, I could take a lot of pictures.
Actually, yeah, but you can-
Okay.
there's a couple things we want to see.
That's really something.
I don't think I sent them. I'm trying to think if I have one that's when we're on, I gotta go back. Sorry, she turned one, so I have a lot of birthday pictures. I need to post.
Sounds familiar. No, Tim, thank you.
Oh, see, that was before I backfilled.
Listen, I have a ton of kid photos on my phone too, so.
You can stop that. You can do
I
that.
have a video.
That, or,
I have a video. I don't have a picture of it backfilled, or I have an aerial shot too, but from the ground.
risk it in the kids.
Month.
I guess we could do that. Cool, I'm sending them to you, Tom.
Okay.
Is that what I'm doing?
If you could, I thought I had pictures of yours already, but
I know, I thought but. Alright, should I go to the video then?
my computer might not be the quickest right now.
It's okay, my phone's not really going on either.
So you're going into the supposed to go.
Pictures of a bunch of holes.
Those holes?
Yeah, our
Yeah,
crystals,
crystals,
yeah.
That's a cool picture.
No.
So can I ask you about a railing that you're gonna put on this?
Yep, yeah, we'll have a railing along the entire perimeter that's
Uh,
not touching either the house or the pool
And then
or stairs.
we're gonna put a gate at the bottom of the stairs as well to block it off, so when the dog and child are out in the yard, we don't have to worry about going up. And then, I've been looking at, like retractable fences as well, so that it could go for, up on the deck along the pool, so if we're out on the deck, that also would protect the daughter from going in. My dad's in law enforcement, well, he retired from law enforcement, so he was very much like, what,
Yeah.
you need something like that, so all the safety things was all on him,
Yes.
well, on
You
us
were
too,
dad,
but
you'd
he,
understand people. Very important.
Yeah, it is important.
yes, I
Reach
did
out to
send
me
you-
after about that.
huh,
Reach out to me after about that.
the
I've
one
s-
for
I've
the,
seen a lot of really good ones for kids.
yeah, there, a lot of them,
I'm sure you've seen a lot of them, but
Yeah.
I've seen them actually implemented.
Yeah.
The
I-
good ones.
did email you some pictures, I thought I could do the video, but the video's too big, it won't let me email it.
Alright. Do we have, while we're waiting for those pictures?
It's just gonna show you a sunk down pool,
Yeah,
essentially,
Right,
not a standard above ground pool.
yeah.
use your imagination.
It's like.
When you're standing on the ground, it kind of like, it comes up to like here.
Yeah.
So it looks like a kiddie, it really looks like a kiddie pool
It
too.
looks like a 2.5 foot pool,
Yeah.
but it's a full size.
We want to correct some of these, instances that I think are not,
On here,
yeah, let's talk about that first,
sure.
so we can go ahead and correct those, yeah. So you, go ahead, Tim.
So the side yard variance is. Well, side yard setback of 2.5 feet, we need to change that to, what is the correct measurement?
If they're gonna be 3 feet from the property line, it would just be like. If they're gonna be 3 feet, they would be needing a 12-foot side yard setback variance.
Well, they're saying their fence is already,
It's 3 feet from, 2.5 feet from the fence,
No,
plus 2 feet
it's,
from the property line.
it's, the fence is like 2 feet from the property line, and then this is 3 feet, so it's about,
Yeah.
the edge of the deck would be 5 feet
5 feet from the property.
from the property line.
so,
So are your
So you
dimensions,
only need a,
are your dimensions changing from the plans that show this going farther out?
So I don't know, I just was going, what I drew, so maybe it might,
based on her math, you would need a 10-foot variance.
or maybe
Not
it's,
12.
Yeah,
so this, the existing fence is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 13 feet.
cause I went from, so from the
What do we
corner
got?
of this pool house, oh, you guys can't see that.
it's okay.
Oh, you can see it on my screen? Right here.
Yeah, they can see it, but you're just not sharing your screen.
I'll share it real quick, so.
That's all.
Oh, I didn't know.
Or do they see whatever the camera?
Yeah, you can see the logo.
It's,
No, that's the same picture.
Oh, right here.
Right here.
So what I did was we took this measurement, and I thought this was the 12,
No, so from the
length of this.
pool, so the furthest part of the pool to the
Yeah.
edge of the deck is gonna be 9
It's
feet,
right now.
10.5 inches.
oh.
Yeah. No, if you put the plan.
And then from the edge of the deck to the fence is gonna be 1, 2, 3 feet. Then I do 1 foot for each of these squares.
Yeah, so then we modify it that it's a 10-foot variance, not a 12-foot.
Well, if there's side yard setback, I think when we measured this was 15 feet from here, from the back there, so the back of their house kind of tilts a little bit, and we had this at about 15 feet going this way. And if they're saying that this
Oh, I see, because the house is kind of.
is,
Oh, yeah.
if this is 5 feet, or if from the pool, edge of the pool is gonna go 9 feet out, they would need a 6-foot variance. Because essentially their house is in line with the side yard setback. Does that make sense? I can draw that.
Well, it says 15, it says 15.8.
And then when we measured here, we were at about 15 feet.
Mhm.
And then if that's all in line and they're coming, because their pool is in line, if
Yeah, it is in line.
Mhm.
So we
Yeah,
wanted,
it's through.
the deck, we want it to be 9 feet, almost 10 feet, because it's 9 feet, 10.5 inches. I know that's a very exact measurement, but.
Little waste is the lumber,
Yeah.
once it's composite.
so they would be asking for a
So
5-foot side yard setback and needing 10 feet.
yes, you have a question?
That they're surveying your file.
Well, this one we've got,
Yeah,
but it does not show the fence.
That's the only survey I have, because that's the one you gave me.
So the concern is how accurate. You know. That's, you know, you don't want to have to come back, right, if you get it wrong. As far as the setbacks, Tom has to go out there, you're gonna have to measure. And then the variance would be for X feet, and you're like, oh, we really need X feet, or the way it sounds right now is that you need a 10-foot variance. That's what it sounds like. Do you have anything that kind of proves that you're 2 feet enough the property line? Like, I mean, from like when you get the fence installed?
We installed the fence
Yeah,
ourselves.
We built it ourselves, and we consulted our.
I know the measurement of the fence from the corner of the house out. And that is exactly
The front corner or the back corner?
the front corner. So when I measured it, we did exactly 13 feet.
How did you keep the straight line?
For the fence. So, you guys ran the-
Yeah, we ran
ran the level,
square
the-
level lines the entire way. Cause we were using the house as the benchmark point, that corner were actually both corners of the house. So we ran it across because we knew we had 15 feet from the corner of the house to the property line. So we used that as our measurement and then went 2 feet in instead of going right to the property line.
So the question there is, based on the survey, your house isn't exactly even with the lot lines?
just
tilted just. a
Yeah.
touch,
8 inches, right?
Just about, yeah. So it might be that at the front up where you're looking to do it, but it would be less in the back, right?
Right, because
Like if you're using the house as the line of demarcation. I remember that word.
that was black.
Towards the back, you probably didn't remember, but does that affect?
This is,
Okay.
it's a board decision,
Right.
I'm just gonna tell you that because it's so tight to the property line, and we don't really have, if we don't have a fence or anything, that it probably would be appropriate to have that, surveyed. But obviously, board can make its own determination. Because then the next thing is Tom goes out and then it doesn't measure right and there's not the right variance, it's more time wasted. Or we give them not enough of a variance, right? So kind of for their own.
So the survey here was done in 2022. Which I'm assuming is probably around. the-
It's when we bought the house.
It shows the neighbors' house.
Yes. And those neighbors are fine. We actually told them, we've talked to all our surrounding neighbors.
People wearing red, you can't really-
Let's have a discussion about, in general, right now they're proposing it inside their fence line, which we're not quite sure where that is, and trees. So the question is in general, is the board inclined that this is compatible with the neighborhood, et cetera?
They want to know if trees are for.
I think
We
it's-
don't, if we don't have to do the trees, we don't need to do, like, we just thought we'd get back to
I think you're
the
good.
environment.
I think
I think that's a great idea,
But-
it's just.
I think that it is compatible if you look at that the lines are correct for the fence as if it was done, but again, without a survey, you don't know that exactly. So that makes it muddy, doesn't it?
No, I think that's what we're talking about, it's not at all.
One fence, something else, another fence. And then stays in the trail.
But the bigger question that we should ask is, as a board, is, let's say you're going off that line. What is the difference that might be? And is that enough to
Like trees.
require, and to require the need for getting the survey? Right?
Well, I know the board wants to have enough room for the trees, I think, is that what I don't know if anybody cares. Like, and because of that, it sort of notches it up, a little.
Would you guys set those as a condition, or would it?
I wouldn't set the
No.
trees
No,
as a
trees,
condition
because
because
the trees is an option, that you want to plant the trees for green and.
Yeah.
I get that.
Making it a condition, because they're gonna grow and we're gonna fall over the line anyways. Right now, I have a tree that comes over my lot line.
Well, first of all, they're arborvitae, second of all, they're saying that the fence is, within their property line.
I don't have any conditions with the trees because when you build a pool, you have to do a fence and that's a lot to ask people right there.
I don't have an issue with trees.
They
So
usually
if you're not
survey the
concerned
data.
about there being enough room for trees, then
I just want to make sure,
Then-
looking at this and, what is this really?
To me, based on what he said with the ability to go through and do, you can mow along that lot line, along the fence line. Between that and what they're proposing, I see that that's within the
What happens if you go out there?
the property itself.
I bring it back before the board, and the board makes a determination on whether to grant or deny their request, and then if it's denied, we go through the process.
We would table it, and then they'd have to do a survey, new survey, and then they'd come back to us. And that could literally make a difference of 6 inches. But if you have the wrong variance, then they cannot do what they need to do.
Does it sound like, Tom, I'm asking you this question, based on what you've seen and observed with the fence, would a 5-foot variance be safe? And it might be a little closer to the fence than they might want, or, or.
Can you pull sort of Google Earth?
I can do Google Earth, yes.
Can you go live on it and see if it shows the fence in the newer version? I mean, this is your picture.
That would be. Stop sharing.
I don't know if it helps, but I did take an aerial view this morning.
Excellent.
Can I see that? That would be extremely helpful.
Just be careful about the floor, honey, when you walk that way.
I told you, I have a lot of pictures, so I didn't know what you guys were thinking.
Listen, pictures are awesome.
Pictures are good,
Oh, that's awful.
How'd you do that, Richard?
I stuck my body out the upstairs window.
She scaled the tree.
I didn't know what you would need, so I went and I have a lot of different aerial views. I went on the ground. I didn't know I have a lot of pictures from today.
Probably this is probably dirty stuff. Right, anyways,
And these are probably all the same that. Cause I just went to ImageMate and I felt like that was gonna be the most
That's where,
you had.
yeah, that's what I have, that's what I always have.
I don't feel like Google was updated, cause I feel like.
Is your mailing address Manlius?
No, it's East Syracuse.
It's interesting that.
oh, it's that weird area.
It's right on.
Yeah.
It's not weird, it's right.
It's
Probably about-
weird.
This is probably about 3 feet.
Never mind.
This is.
This picture is actually very helpful.
I didn't walk over there, I was on the other side.
You're right, yeah.
Because they can get down between. Like you said, they can get between the fences.
Yeah, they take about 4 lawnmower widths to get between the fences.
Like my personal one,
But on the other side of it is, it's always the question of, so fences are typically done by homeowners and they don't always follow.
Yeah,
right,
Very often you'll have fences that are like a foot in somebody else's area.
Oh, yeah.
no,
No,
we wanted to avoid that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's where we have to,
Yeah.
and we don't wanna give you the wrong variance.
yeah.
Right, yeah.
So after looking at that picture,
That makes things a lot clearer.
I would say 5 feet from the property line is probably going to work
based on,
and give a further, just keep going. This way.
so then we need to amend the requested.
To be a 10 feet. Or they would be requesting a side yard setback of 5 feet and would need a 10-foot variance.
Right.
So then we can put the full the deck can go 15, sorry,
So it's where you say it's gonna be right there.
Yeah.
okay.
So it's just changing the math on this so that it's more accurate.
Okay.
I don't, yes, I agree. I don't want to propose this on behalf of them, but if you guys wanted to, with commercial buildings that get varianced, we require them to do as-built drawings. It's quite an expense, so I, on their behalf, would ask that you give them a substantial amount of time to do an as-built and have it resurveyed if it was something you guys felt crucial. I mean, we can, once we do this, I mean, if we can get approval from your neighbors, because their fence is done there, we could, we could work through it with our architectural rulers and make sure it's 100%, but it's at least $800 to get a new survey for them. It's a substantial amount of money for something that I feel comfortable with the decision you guys made. I just want to put that as an option. I know you guys don't want to hear that I just put that as an option, and I'm sorry, but if you guys felt it was
It hurts.
that, yeah, it hurt me to bring it up. I didn't want to, but if you guys felt it was appropriate,
But will you go,
I will go and measure everything afterwards for
what about if they put in the footers?
footers. I'll do everything from their joists based on that. So if that's what that was, then we would be measuring the overall deck. And then, as I said, their neighbor's fence, if it hasn't changed from 2002, correct?
No, it hasn't.
Your neighbor's fence, we would be able to, I would be able to take a measurement, you guys can see this on this screen. I would be able to take a measurement from this point right here and go off their neighbor's fence, and we could take that measurement out, and we could take a couple measurements to ensure that how far off from the corner of this to there it is, and we would be able to do our due diligence.
But, and I get that. What can we do tonight? Then, I understand the due diligence.
A range?
Well, I think it has to be a variance of no greater than X. I mean, you think it's 5, do we think it's 6? You know,
Can we
do
do
we
it
make
no greater than 7?
No, because that's giving them less room,
No,
right?
the variance we're talking about right now is a 10-foot variance,
Oh, so that,
5 feet off the property line. So,
So I'm saying you give them the extra maximum.
Right.
so right now we're talking about a 10-foot variance. Should we say an 11-foot variance?
Or do you go up to the 12.5 that was under before?
Let's say 12.5 before.
And reasonable size tonight. Have Tom measure it, if it turns out that that's correct, then it stands, or does it have to come back to us?
Well, if you give them the 12-foot variance or an 11-foot variance, and they, you know.
Right now, it seems like that.
And if you're trying to get the minimal, remember, the minimal variance that is necessary, you could say the minimal variance necessary is 12, but they may end up, going worse than that.
Correct. We grant 12.
So if you're good. Well, we're all, we're saying the same thing, but we're opposite. If you give them a 12-foot variance, they'll probably say it can be 7 feet.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry, it would be 4. Or what's 15? 3.
So if we stick with what's there.
They'd be 3 feet from the property line.
Correct.
And that's measurable, and is that make everyone satisfied that it's the minimum variance, or they're saying, listen, that's so close, it's gotta be the 5 feet or nothing.
12-foot variance or something?
Correct.
And they can decide if they're gonna put trees.
Yeah.
We're not
We're not gonna
dimensions.
put trees. But I'm just saying that.
No trees.
All right. We don't have any correspondence from anybody else. Does anybody else have any other questions? With that being said, can I get a motion to close the public hearing?
Motion to close public hearing.
Second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Okay. All right. Now we're gonna do the questions. Thank you for your patience. All right, can the benefits sought by the applicant be achieved by some other feasible method?
Can it be achieved by some other feasible method?
Slow it down.
So the answer is yes.
Yes. Yes.
All right, will the variance result in an
Yes,
undesirable?
on the side. The back doesn't matter, towards the house.
Right, well, all we're asking about is the area for the variance, but yes, you're correct. Will the variance result in an undesirable change in the character of the neighborhood? No. Is the requested variance substantial? Yes.
I'd say yes.
All right, will the variance have an adverse effect on physical or environmental conditions?
No.
No.
And was the alleged difficulty self-created?
Yes.
Yes, they would like to put in there. So, based upon that, ZBA, after taking into consideration the above 5 factors, finds that the benefit to the applicant does not outweigh the detriment to the neighborhood or community, and therefore the variance requested, blah, blah, blah. The ZBA further finds that a variance for 12 feet is the minimum variance that should be granted in order to preserve and protect the character of the neighborhood and the health, safety, and welfare of the community. Through agreement that there is no significant impact on the environment, therefore I propose a type 2 action on secret and no further review is required. Based upon that, would someone make a motion to grant or deny the variance?
I can make a motion, Mr. Chairman. I would like to make a motion to grant a side yard setback variance of 12 feet to Joshua and Jacqueline Delander for the property located at 5809 Tilton Road in Syracuse, New York, 13057. Tax max, map number 075.07-1310. This variance is being granted for construction of the deck for an above ground pool.
All right, so we have a second there. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. All right,
Thank you.
thank you for your patience.
No, thank
No
you.
worries, thank you.
Do we have any other items to discuss?
Not on my end.
All right,
Are we gonna eventually do this?
yeah, just update it. What's back to finance?
No, as of right now, they just pulled it. I think they're on, correct me if I'm wrong, the children's center. Are they looking at it?
It's a sign.
I'm going to meet with them. After the conversation I had with them, I believe that they may go to a building sign. They, bring up everything there was. They were also, one of the things they were trying to do nicely was work with the other property down below. And that conversation came up as that would be added on to their variance. So it was going to be quite a substantial freestanding sign variance. So we're looking at some alternative options that will suit the needs for them, and then also them trying to accommodate the other building down below.
Okay. Good. You will keep us.
That's a big
Because it was an accumulative sign
Yeah,
for it.
all right.
Something that's lighted might be nice. So.
Well, they used to have, if you're familiar with that, the church down below used to be the Taekwondo studio, and they had the sign on the roof.
Yes, it did.
And all that anchoring is still there. So we're working collectively with everybody to make sure whatever is brought forth before the ZBA seems the most reasonable and palatable for their multiple properties.
May I get a motion to adjourn?
So I have a motion to adjourn.
One second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,